Someone commented that they wanted to hear my Bigfoot story or stories. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and give a Bigfoot story of what happened. When I was younger, I went to a camp called Camp Thunderbird at Lake Wylie, South Carolina. And you could sign up for the hiking trips. And my counselor was he was the one that ran the hiking trips. So there was one for Table Rock, North Carolina. And my girlfriend also went to Camp Thunderbird. So I told her, I said, sign up for the hiking trip. And we'll go on the hiking trip together. So male counselor, my counselor, and a female counselor, and about 7 or 8 of us got into a van, Lake Wylie, South Carolina. We traveled to Table Rock, North Carolina. And what we did was we went up on the side road there. Table Rock has these fire trails on the back side of it. So we pull on up to this. We take this gravel road on up, and we all get out, and we hike through the woods until we come upon this creek, and that's right where the fire trails start. We set up camp on the creek there, this is the backside of Table Rock, North Carolina. And we hiked about maybe 2 or 3 miles to get in there. So we get to the creek and we set up camp. And so the counselor decides that he's going to give us some stories. And I'm like, okay. So he starts talking about Red-Eyed Dick, and Red-Eyed Dick was apparently some guy that came into a campsite, and the kids were making their marshmallows or their hot dogs, and one of the kids accidentally stabbed Red-Eyed Dick in the eye, and his eye turned red, and he got all mad, and I don't know if he killed one of the kids or dragged them off, or, would come back later. Okay. And I don't even know if that's a true story. Then he started telling us about Bigfoot. And we're going, oh yeah, we know about Sasquatch. We know about Bigfoot. I'm 1/4 Chippewa Indian. So he tells us the Bigfoot story, and we're like, oh yeah, it's true. Well, he was obviously a non-believer telling the story. So after he finishes the story, I come up to him with my girlfriend. I said, we're going to go get some wood. We're going to go on a little right up here and get some wood. He said, okay, go get some wood. So her and I go a little bit up the trail, it's a fire trail. It's about 20 feet wide, open. So we walk on up, and there's the embankment on the right there. And if you've ever seen a tree that's got like some a vine on it, that's got like brushy hair on it, it's good for starting fires and everything. So I'm like, oh look, I'm gonna go up here and grab some of this. So I walk about 10, 15 feet. I climb up this embankment. I get on up into the woods there, and I go up to this tree. And I thought I was going to be pulling out, a vine with some hairy vine on it or whatever. I reach up to what I thought was a tree and yank on this, what I thought was like some, if you've ever seen like these hairs that come out of vines. And I pull on it, and I get this, like this. And then I pat it. Like twice. And I back up. My girlfriend goes, what is that? And I said, that's him. That's Bigfoot. She's like, oh my God. And so we run back to the campsite. Somehow we run back with the the kindling that we had. We get back to the campsite. My girlfriend, she goes running into her tent. And the counselor goes, man, what's going on? I said, I need to speak with you. He goes, what is it? I said, I saw him. What? I said, Bigfoot. He goes, where is he? He's right up the trail there. So, of course, he's a non-believer. He goes up there. Now, our counselor is red-haired. He's about 6'3", or he's tall, stout. Been camping everywhere, hiking, all that. Outdoors person. He goes up there and encounters this beast. And we hear this god-awful, guttural scream. He comes running back to the camp and says, you kids get in your tent and go to bed right now. So we all get in our tents. Next thing we hear, down the creek, and this is like all night long, are these screaming. Had to have been like 2, 3, 4, maybe more. Just screaming. The hair on our necks and all that were going up. I mean, you were like kind of like paralyzed or whatever. So we waited until the dawn, and as soon as light came, everybody was real quiet. These things were still screaming. We broke camp, I'm going to say within seconds, about 5 or 10 minutes, where we were out of there. And so, yeah, that actually happened in the North Carolina mountains. And that was my experience. I have several other experiences that when I've been camping and canoeing that I will be letting you know about. So, yeah.